Welcome. I'm Kinetic Symphony. I hunt down and report on mysterious and weird, true stories, from glitches to the paranormal. Case file number 697, written by Novi. My cat phased through my door. I'm currently sitting in my room, unpacking as I just got home from college. As I'm sitting on my desk arranging my computer, I look over at the door, which is to the left of me, because my cat meowed by the closed door and wants to be let out. I tell myself I'll finish my current task and then let her out. I turn away and she meows again while staring at the door. I turn back to her and she gives out a large yawn, turns her head away and proceeds to walk through the door to the hallway outside my room. I sit there for a second, confused. Then it hits me. She had walked through the door. It was as if she just phased through it in some science fiction way. I quickly get up from the chair and then I open the door and look at her and she's just licking herself, like nothing weird just happened, as if it's the most normal thing in the world to do. I bend down and touch the door where she passed through and it's completely solid, and it feels and looks like my formal white-colored door. I'm sitting here freaked out because she literally walked through a solid object as if it wasn't there. Am I going crazy or did I really see that? Creepy file number 37, written by xPositivity, the parking garage abduction. Now that I'm safe at home, I'm beginning to process what happened, and I don't know if I'll be able to sleep. I, 25 female, had friends from out of state come into town for the weekend, and we decided to go downtown for drinks. I drove separately because they were coming from an Airbnb. Around 2 a.m., we decided to leave, and my car was parked in a garage a block over from where my friends parked. I say my goodbyes and begin a short walk to the garage. As soon as I hit the corner, two large men begin walking behind me. I try to subtly put space between us. They suddenly whistle loudly and shout, but I don't see anybody ahead. I don't acknowledge it, but just start walking faster. I pass an alley to my left, and there's another guy walking out of it towards me. At this point, I'm no longer subtly walking fast. I made it into the garage, and I parked by the entrance, so I quickly slipped into my car and locked the doors. I turn around to look behind me, and I see the guys that were following me stop at the entrance of the garage and watch my car. They talk for a minute before they spread out and stand across the entrance, blocking the exit. I don't move. I keep watching until other vehicles start coming in, forcing them to move. I take the opportunity to quickly pull out and floor it out of there. I could be paranoid, but my instincts were telling me something was up as soon as I saw them initially. And now I can't sleep. I did report it to the police today, and nothing else has happened so far. Case file number 698, written by Curious Row 2734, the Apocalyptic broadcast. Years ago, probably in the early 2000s, my TV was off. I woke up in the middle of the night to my TV playing a super weird and borderline scary apocalyptic broadcast that looked to me like CNN. The really weird thing was that there was no sound, and it was in black and white. I didn't think much of it at first, other than how strange it was that CNN was playing something like that, especially in black and white. I went to turn off my TV, and when I hit power, it actually turned on. This is where I got weirded out. I then started to flip through the channels to try to find what was playing, but I couldn't find it. My first stop was CNN, then any station that had news like broadcasts, but no luck. Whatever was playing when I woke up was not on. There were no black and white shows or anything that even slightly resembled what I had seen. I've had some really strange things happen in my life, but this scared the living crap out of me. I don't think I fell back asleep for a few hours after that. My TV never did anything like this before or after. Has anything similar ever happened to you? Case notes for file 698, the Apocalyptic broadcast. So the time of this glitch is very notable. Early 2000s, you say. Well, what is something that happened in the early 2000s, just triggered at the year 2000? Well, the Y2K scare, of course. Making me think that perhaps it branched off many universes where we didn't actually successfully deter the glitch. which was just a tech glitch. So for those who don't know about Y2K, this was a glitch where computers were not properly programmed to go with the year 2000. So at the year 2000 at midnight, where the transition was going to be from 1999 to the year 2000, computers would just reset all the way back to zero. And obviously that would completely screw up many records, financial transactions, interest accruing, debt registration, so many things that you wouldn't think of would just be messed up because of this small technical programming error. In our universe, Y2K came, the year 2000, and nothing happened because a lot of smart people, technical wizards, invested a lot of time and money to prevent this from happening because we obviously knew it was a problem for many years before. So we fixed the problem in our universe, but who's to say that there aren't other universes out there where this didn't actually get fixed? Or maybe it seemingly was fixed, but there were back-end issues that they couldn't fix, and it accumulated enough where there was an apocalyptic event. A lot of people don't know this, but our whole economy operates on a just-in-time basis. So transportation, delivery of food and goods, most grocery stores don't have more than a day or two on hand. Most people don't have more than a couple of days of food reserved. So what happens if you go to the grocery store and there's no food? You have no food at home, there's no food being delivered, because people aren't getting paid, the interest isn't paid, debt isn't properly processed. What do? There's no food coming. No one's driving the trucks, no one's growing the crops. That's down the road, but you see what I mean. If it's just-in-time delivery, it's a very fragile, although a very efficient system, which is why we use it. It's just so fragile. Even slight disruptions, actually as we're seeing lately in the past year, can lead to pretty intense problems. And even, potentially, apocalyptic. If enough supply chains break down, all at the same time, it can be very difficult to recover from that. So pivoting back to the glitch, well, you were sleeping, you woke up and on TV, maybe CNN, maybe a different network, you said it seemed like CNN, some kind of official news broadcast, then you noticed that there was some broadcast of the apocalypse going on, some grand event that was really bad. And then when you went to turn off the TV, it actually turned it on, and maybe that electrical charge was what pulled you back to our universe. Maybe the fields are entwined, and we have a specific charge that's tethered to where our physical body is. And our consciousness is tethered to that unless some grand event happens where you die and then you're whisked off to a different universe, but you were still alive. So somehow, you glimpsed into this alternate universe. I don't know how that happens, but it does happen. There are other stories where I've read where this happens. Not quantum immortality, just someone seeing a different universe and then coming back. Perhaps electricity is related to that. Could be a catalyst to bring you back. So as you touch a TV, it actually turns on because now you're just pulled instantly back to your real universe, and the TV in that universe was off. So that could be what happened. It is strange though that in the other universe it was in black and white. The timelines should match, so it should still be the same year in that universe. Why would it be in black and white? Would emergency broadcasts in this universe be in black and white? Maybe back then there was some reason for that? Interesting detail.